Well, we're recording now, so that was caught in 4K.
Oh, I have eye boogers, everyone. Okay, so remember that test I sent you?
Yeah, I didn't understand it. I watched it and it didn't make any sense.
Okay, so there's this podcast that is very well known, and I recently got into it. It's called Call Her Daddy. And from the clips that she was posting on TikTok, this was specifically with Megan Fox, and they talked about it's called Enneagram test.
Yeah, I think it's called that. I'm
So
sorry, I just pull off my coffee.
Cecito is being an old man, and he's drinking his coffee. It's 9:26 and he needs energy.
It's PM.
9:26 p.m.
PM.
Okay, so I was thinking we could take it. I thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'm not sure if this is a correct one, but when I looked it up, it sent me to personality.co. So if it is, woohoo. If it's not, then
Boo-hoo.
boohoo, it's okay. I just thought it'd be fun. I feel like they
Can we take
made.
an autism test?
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know about that one.
That one would be one I want to put on like the thing. Like as you're taking it.
Uh,
Maybe in the next video we'll take an autism test.
we'll find one.
See what
We'll
kind of
find one.
autism I have or you have.
It's gonna be like,
It's gonna be ding 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 ding. We got one. It's right.
wait, okay, that kind of reminds me of scales. I sent you the link to your phone, by the way.
Oh, so I got to take it separately from you?
Yes, because this is my personality.
Oh,
And
so
then,
it shows your personality?
yes.
I've done too many quizzes like this for school.
I feel like I haven't done these in a while. The last time I did these were probably in high school.
Personality.co.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Um, I'll make sure to include the link in the description if y'all want to take it. So it says step 1 out of 20, so I don't think it should take us
Are
that
your
long.
questions the same as mine? Is to choose how accurately each statement reflects you? I
Yes.
strive for accuracy and precision. Okay, do you want to read them out loud and then we'll answer them?
Okay. So basically, it goes from strongly disagree to strongly agree. Okay, do you want to read the first
There
one?
you go.
Okay. So first question is, I strive for accuracy and precision in all my tasks.
That was not the first question of mine. Mine's choose how accurately each question statement reflects you.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's not really like a question.
I'm so dumb. That's not a question. It's a statement.
He's already failing. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna read my response. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was like, we don't have to read our responses. I strive for accuracy and precision in all my tasks. Okay.
Okay. I notice even the smallest inconsistencies and errors in my work. Well, honestly, because of my job, I feel like I do now. Okay. I'm able to maintain high standards even under tight deadlines.
Oh, it's only never
No,
mind.
here, I'll read all this whole column and then you can read the next one.
Okay.
So let's see. I frequently check my work to ensure it meets the required standards. Okay. Improving and refining systems or process is a priority for me. What?
This sounds like an autism test already.
Seth is like, oh my
I was
god.
like, this may actually be an autism test.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me reread that to myself.
Wait, hold on, Cuddle. There's 20 segments, not 20 questions.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be a little bit, guys. We're
Okay,
gonna be here for
guys.
20 minutes at least.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If you want to skip, go ahead and start doing it.
Okay, let's see. Let me speed run. I can become critical of myself or others when mistakes are made. Okay.
And do you want me to read them or you?
You can read them, it's fine.
Ensuring that every detail is correct before completing a task is important to me.
Didn't they already ask us this?
It's because when it comes to questionnaires and stuff like this, they'll take a question and they'll just reword
Like reword it?
just to see
Okay.
if you like are consistent with your answer. It's weird.
Oh.
I often find ways to improve methods that are already considered efficient.
Mm.
When given feedback, I focus on the details to understand how to improve. My work environment is organized and everything has a specific place. Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm about to get, but I think I have autism.
That's not what we're being that's not what's being tested here. Our personality is what's being tested here. Okay.
Everything's like it's like in place. I find ways to improve it. I do. Like, I'm very like, when there's a system, I don't know what it is about my brain, but my brain wants to improve that system. I want it, like, the most efficient way possible.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't noticed that?
I noticed that with
That's
video
why we just
games.
went and bought a $50 mop machine.
Oh my god, y'all. Okay, we'll get into that. That mop has changed our life.
Yeah,
Thank you,
but you see
Victor.
how I feel? Like, with stuff like that, I'm like, there has to be a way that this can be easier or,
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
like,
I see what you
easier
mean.
and also better. And you know I always do that with everything. I'm
That i-
so bad about it.
that is true.
Like, I don't wanna do everything the hard way. I wanna do it, like, the most efficient way. I don't know. I feel a strong sense of responsibility to correct inaccuracies for the benefit of others. Bro, me reading it versus me comprehending it, my brain is 2 different things.
How about I read them?
Okay.
I'll read these. I'm often the person who others rely on to find and fix mistakes. I naturally sense when someone needs emotional
Wait,
support.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. My
Or
brain can't comprehend the first question. Still looking I've read it 3 times and my brain's like, "What?"
holy shit.
I feel a strong sense of responsibility to correct inaccuracies for the benefit of Oh, okay, now I get it. Hold on, let me read it.
Okay. I'll give you a second.
I'm often the person who others rely on to find and okay. I naturally sense when someone needs emotional support. I take active steps. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're good now.
Okay, I take active steps to help others without expecting anything in return. Make sure other feels cared for is a priority in my relationships. Nah, fuck my friend. I'm just kidding.
Fuck everyone else.
Okay. Can we move on? Okay. I find it easy to build and maintain close personal relationships. I often put the needs of others before my own. I'm comfortable expressing affection and care towards others. My happiness is closely linked to the well being of the people I care about. Okay. I'm often approached by people who seek comfort or advice. May we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Helping others make me feel valued and fulfilled. That's funny. Being appreciated for my contributions is important to me. Setting and achieving goals is a fundamental part of how I define success. I'm driven by give me a second, y'all. Okay.
You're gonna mess it up.
I am driven by my ambition and the desire to be successful. The slur.
I don't know if the microphone picked that up.
Let's see. I enjoy being recognized for my accomplishments. Mm,
Did like 4 of those questions are the same fucking thing?
I'm like, okay. I'm adaptable and excel in a variety of tasks and roles.
Stroke.
I constantly look for ways to improve my efficiency and productivity. Being seen as success, huh? Y'all. Okay,
Being seen as a successful
you messed it up already.
Wait, it's because that isn't English. Being seen as successful by my peers is important motivator for me. It's because I thought it was gonna say being seen as a successor.
Bro, my eyes started twitching.
Bro, this is the longest this is the longest surveys ever.
I actively should have taken this before. I actively create and pursue new goals once current ones are achieved. Should we just like pause it
No,
and then
it's fine. They're having a great time. I told you, if you wanted to skip through it, you should have already skipped through it by now.
I adapt my approach if it means accomplishing a goal more effectively?
Mhm, mhm. I
Sorry, there's
understand.
an ambulance like driving by.
Yo comprende.
My creativity is often sparked by my emotional experiences.
I don't even know. No.
I need to express my individuality in my work or artistic endeavors.
You have autistic endeavors?
I'm drawn to aesthetics and surround myself with beauty that inspires me.
Nothing.
Sarah, you're the one who's been calling yourself autistic since we started
I
this.
think I might be autistic, guys.
Not my
okay.
Siri. Oh no, I almost called 911.
How do you
My
almost?
Siri went off, and it's like, if it's something serious, call the emergency center.
Yeah, because you said it's an ambulance.
Oops. Okay. I feel most alive when I'm creating something new and original. My personal style is a true reflection of my unique identity. If you mean sweats and baggy clothes, heck yeah. Okay. I often find creative inspiration in places others might overlook. I'm confident in my creative abilities and trust my unique vision. I actively seek feedback to refine and enhance my creative projects. I prefer to observe and analyze before getting involved in a situation. I collect and analyze data to make informed decisions. TikTok. Okay. I enjoy solving complex problems with through analysis and research. I'm cautious about sharing my insights until I have a fully examined an issue. I value depth and complexity in my areas of interest or expertise. I can be detached when analyzing situations or problems. What does that mean? I can be detached when analyzing. Like, set myself aside of the situation? Okay. I often look for underlying principles or patterns to understand how things work.
Privacy and time alone.
Privacy and times alone to think are essential to me. I am more interested in ideas and concepts than in a social interaction. I'm vigilant about potential risk and always plan for contingencies. I seek security and stability in my environment and relationships. I'm loyal and committed, especially to those I trust. Okay, guys, we are officially halfway through.
I'm vigilant about potential risks and always plan for. Okay.
Oh, before making decisions, I consider all the possible outcomes and risks. I prefer clear guidelines and expectations to feel secure in my role. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I feel like that puts a lot of pressure. I sometimes
Oh,
hesitate to take action due to fear of making the wrong choice.
strongly agree.
I value
Predictability.
predictability and routine as they provide a sense of stability. I often seek advice or reassurance from others before proceeding. That's usually with you, though. I embrace things and adapt easily to new situations. Mm, I often see. Oh
Excuse
my
me.
god, I really hope the mic did not pick that
Probably
up.
did.
Do you say it? Excuse me, right?
Oh, yeah, I said excuse me.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me if I didn't say excuse me.
I often seek out new and exciting experiences to keep life interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Routine tasks are an opportunity for me to find creativity or ways to engage. I quickly become bored with the status quo and look for ways to innovate. Planning too far ahead feels restrictive to me. I prefer spontaneity. Spontaneity?
Spontaneous.
Okay.
Spontaneity. Spontaneous things.
Spontaneous things. I am optimistic and can usually find the silver lining in difficult situations. I thrive in environments that allow me freedom and ability to choose. I'm skilled at thinking on my feet and making the best unexpected changes. New ideas and projects excite me more than the implementation or following through. I prefer to keep my options open rather than commit to one course of action. That's how I feel about my boyfriend. I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Exploring and experiencing the world is a top priority for me. I take charge of situations and am confident in making decisions. Uh, I am assertive in expressing my opinions and taking a stand. Protecting those I care about is just as important as standing up for myself.
No, I'm about to start.
I'm not afraid. I'm not. Do you want to do that for like a second?
No, you good.
I'm not
We're
afraid
almost
of
there.
I'm not afraid of confrontation and will face conflicts head on. I am and I'm not. I get very flustered when I know I'm like about to speak my mind. I'll be like, me pongo como tomate. I naturally take on leadership roles in group settings, injustice or unfairness problems. Me too action, I must speak up. Yeah, like if someone takes my food, that's unfair. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's not my fault you don't have food. I'm just kidding.
Come on.
I
We get you distracted.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I will share, guys. I'm just kidding. I respect strength in others, and I'm drawn to people who are also assertive. I'm self-reliant, and okay, let's just boom boom through this. Mm, okay, 75%.
Try to maintain harmony.
I'm about to put the little audio that goes. Doo, 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 doo. Out and see more. Try to. Okay, winning tension is on. I'm good at helping others. Okay. Oh, my knee. Let's see. Peaceful resolutions are important to me than winning an argument. I'm often the peacemaker in my group of friends or at work. I prefer to listen and understand. I find it challenging to make decisions. I often go with the flow to avoid rocking the boat. Okay. I value a calm and tranquil where conflicts are minimal. I'm willing to compromise my own preferences. It's important for me. Sorry, guys, I'm not even reading like the full question. Mm, I believe maintaining a relationship is. I actively look for ways to support. Yes, yes. It's important to me as a help. Yes, often. Shh. What? You scared me.
Golly. I'm trying to read in your in the background. Read to yourself.
I don't want it to
I
be.
feel like I'm in the library and I'm trying to read a book and Carlos in the back.
I don't want it to be that quiet.
It's important for me. Well, we're almost done. It's important.
Just
What is
kidding.
it?
It's loading. Wait, what? Shh. No, hold on.
We're in the library. What?
It charges you to know your results.
Oh my god, dude. I'm almost done too. Bro, I'm gonna pay for it.
An assessment fee is required for cutting. It's $1.95.
I'm down to send full send on $1.95.
You guys were about to.
We're paying money for your entertainment, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm almost done. Results. What should be like? Just give me mine.
That'd be nice. Done. Ah, you're joking. I need to go get my debit card. I'll be back.
Okay. As I shall entertain the crowd. I'm just putting in my email. Cool thing is Apple Pay. She doesn't have that though. She ain't cool like me. We got Apple Pay here. So I can just easily get this stuff done. Like that. Boom. Done. You guys see that? I don't know if you can see her. No, you can't. Ella just jumped in her spot as soon as Cuddle left. What the heck? I already paid. Wait, what? She took your spot, I know.
Oh no, child. She wants belly rubs. Oh god. I'm so sorry, baby. Can you? Okay. I'm sorry that I'm sitting like this. My dog is literally.
Then they took your spot, huh?
Oh, Seth, by the way, right after this, we need to cancel the subscription. I was reading the fine print.
Yeah, it'll automatically charge you again. Yeah, I already saw that.
$30.
I saw that.
Okay, so
Mine's not going through though. It's being weird.
get instant access.
Yeah, mine's not working.
Okay, so do you want to use my card? Wait, what do you mean my order is not complete? No, thanks.
Mine's like, no, it's not that. It's like,
Ay, Ella. It's making me add like all these things. Okay, guys, if you take this, just know it charges you $1 something. Ooh. Okay, so I got my results. But I'm pretty sure there's some cool free tests you can take. What?
well, it's not working. It's being weird.
Can I see?
Yeah. I mean, that's all my credentials.
My credentials.
It's saying no every single time.
Are you sure? Do you want to check
What?
your debit card just to make sure you
Yeah,
get it?
it's fine. I don't know why it's not working.
I don't know either. Do you want to try mine?
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna sign me up for 2 subscriptions? It'll be okay. I'll just cancel them.
Yeah.
Do I get?
think then you can just cancel both.
Okay. Here's my card. Don't take it, guys. Wait, what's tomorrow? Oh, I need to make my school payment tomorrow. Literally tomorrow. We love what do you call it? Not tuition. Is it tuition? Oh, we love student loans. We love student loans.
Yeah.
I was like, not tuition. I was like, it's something else. Okay, hold on. Ella already moved, so let me reposition myself. Okay. Do you like your person? Let me screenshot this and download my report. I feel like I'm getting a report card. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna explain a little bit.
Wait, I'm confused.
What?
So you wait, your order is not complete?
Oh, just put no thanks. Put no thanks to all those. Yeah, it makes you want to pay for this extra shit. So basically,
What do I push now?
it's like a little circle. I can't see.
Download my report?
Oh, yeah. And then at the top, you'll see the type you got. What did you get?
The Achiever.
Which is type
3?
3? Okay. So I got type 8, which is Challenger. I'm a car.
I don't know why my card wasn't working.
I don't know either.
Maybe Wells Fargo thing. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope I didn't like lock my account because I tried it like 3 times.
You're like, okay, so let's see a little overview. Basically, it's a circle, and
It's not a circle, dude. That's a star.
no, well, okay, what is this though?
It's a star.
Seth, you didn't even let me finish.
It's a star.
They should have put the interrupter. That's what they should have put for you. So what I was trying to say,
They should have put the.
it's a circle.
They should have put the reformer for you.
Seth, you didn't even let me finish explaining
Because
my.
you're reforming shapes.
Can you
So
let
that's
me?
a star. I'm done.
I'm gonna smack you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a circle, and like Seth was saying, it's like a star, and there's 9 types in total. So number 1 is reformer, 2 is helper, 3 is achiever, 4 is individualist, 5 investigator, 6 loyalist, 7 enthusiast, and 8 challenger, and 9 peacemaker. So it gives you like literally a whole
What are your 8 like core characteristics?
my what?
8 core characteristics.
What page is that?
Wait, what?
I scrolled all the way to the bottom, that's why.
I know, I was at the bottom. What the heck are you on, dude?
Do our reports look
Oh,
different?
here they are.
Oh,
Mine's not this long. Those.
okay. You can go ahead and read yours. Like
Dude, look. Mine ends. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it doesn't. What the heck? A second ago, it wasn't going past that. Okay.
What's your first one?
My first is ambition and achievement.
My first one, I can't even say that word. Innate?
An innate sense of strength and power.
I felt like a British person. Innate?
In it.
Okay. Innate sense of strength and power. And then my second one is desire for autonomy and control.
My second one's image consciousness.
Okay, my third one is fear of vulnerability and weakness.
My third one is adaptability. Complete opposites. Yes.
Okay. My fourth one is assertiveness and direct communication. Oh my god, yes.
Mine fourth one is competitiveness.
Okay. Number 5 is protective and supportive nature.
Mine's work ethic.
Okay. I like how mine has nothing to do with work. Oh, there's a few. Okay, it gives you mine
Yeah,
gave me
there's
8.
yeah, mine gave me. What's your
Okay.
sixth one?
Confrontation and conflict resolution.
Mine's strategic thinking.
Courage and resilience is my 7th one.
Seventh is charisma and influence.
Charisma.
I'm charismatic.
I'm just kidding.
I'll raise you up.
My 8th one is struggle with vulnerability and emotional expression.
Mine is emotional intelligence.
Do you think I struggle to express myself emotionally?
Every once in a while. A little bit.
I
Think
think
about it though. Be honest with yourself.
okay, so this is what I was gonna say actually when I reread that in my head. I think sometimes I can come off
I'm
like
not saying to other people, I'm just saying expressing your emotions in general. Like when it comes to sadness.
what about it?
You have a problem. Like you struggle a little bit sometimes. You'll hold it all in.
Oh,
You bottle shit in.
I was like, I struggle with crying.
Yeah,
It
you
won't come
do.
out.
It doesn't come out.
Yeah, no, it'll come out. When it comes out, it's ugly because, like you said, like I literally just hold it in. Um, but I've been a little bit better about that, I think. Let's see.
That's a
I
waste
think
of $2.
I think that ties in with fear of vulnerability and weakness
Yeah.
because I don't want to. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it gives you like your primary motivations,
Oh,
your fears.
I
What?
forgot that was cucumber lemon water. Oh, that was just regular water, and I was like, oh,
Oh my God, wait. Okay. So are we done with this test?
I'm done with my test. Yeah,
In my opinion,
not worth it.
find a free one. This one was honestly, I'll read it more in detail, but
Not worth $2. And like I said, that's kind of like the one I already did in my classes. So
I hadn't done one in a while, so I will cancel a subscription right after work.
wait,
After
oh,
work?
it sent it. Sure, work is
After
crazy.
filming.
Let me see if.
It's okay. We could just look at it afterwards.
Well, it's because it sent me a separate one. Okay.
It's the same thing, though.
Yeah, but it sent me a separate email. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So, okay. I was making sure it sent us a password.
Talking about subscriptions, I was telling Seth, because for some reason we pay for a good amount of subscriptions.
We got Hulu, Apple TV, HBO
What was
Max,
that?
your phone, Prime Video.
So yeah, like we also pay for HBO, we pay for Disney Plus, and then I have Apple Music. He has Spotify. So I think what subscriptions are even worth it? I think personally, I love Disney Plus, so I'm gonna keep that one.
Yeah, we watch a lot of Disney movies.
Prime, I'm gonna keep it just
Well, because
because
Prime, it just comes with your
yeah,
Prime.
it just comes with your Prime. And then
So far, Apple TV, we only have it for one show.
once we're done with it, I think we should cancel it.
Yeah, I agree with that because I was looking on there. There was nothing I wanted to watch. If something comes back up, then I'll like re-get it. But
Yeah, no, I think the ones that have been worth our money is Disney Plus, Netflix, and Prime, in my opinion.
yeah, she wants to get rid of Max.
I think I'm gonna get rid of Max.
Yeah, poor Jorge is gonna be sad. That's what he watches all his cartoons on.
He's currently watching Batman,
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I'm saying.
No, well, I'm gonna talk to him.
Maybe he'll get it.
We'll have
We
HBO
actually don't
again.
pay for Netflix.
No, my parents pay for that.
No, Jorge pays for the one on the TV in there though.
Oh,
That's Jorge's account.
okay. The one I have on my laptop is my parents,
Yeah,
and then basically everything else.
I want to get Paramount just to watch Landman.
Yeah, like see, this is so
There's just
stupid.
there's just one show I want to watch on there. Well, I would watch SpongeBob all the time. You know, I would have SpongeBob
Go
on the
on
TV.
YouTube. Honestly, YouTube. If you're a
Yeah, YouTube
girly,
has everything.
if you're a girly
Low
who
key,
loves like 2000 movies, they're all on there.
I'm gonna start just pirating movies and shows.
Dude, in
You know how
Juarez.
easy it is? Just like look up a website and it'll be on there.
Yeah, they work and they don't.
Yeah, some of them work, some of them don't.
In Juarez, we would always buy them. Like my grandpa would take me and my cousins because there was always these stands with the movies, las películas piratas, and honestly, they were pretty good quality. Uh, they would be like 3 for 50 pesos, which is what, less than three
yeah,
dollars.
that's like nothing. Yeah.
So I miss that. And honestly, we have a lot of DVD movies, like You Back Home and I Back Home.
Oh yeah, I have. Well, they're not really mine. They're more of my mom's. But we have so many.
My mom has kept all of my Barbie movies because she's like, eventually, when you want them, or like if you have a girl or a boy, whatever. um, yeah, no, I'm bringing them. It's like I have a solid 20 Barbie movies.
Yeah, we have like hundreds of movies.
Are you trying to show
No,
off?
I'm not being a show off. I couldn't name all the movies we have. That's the issue.
Do you see your shoulder move? You're like, we have about 100
Maybe.
movies. We have like 100 movies.
I was like, no, I think my shoulder actually did torn. I'm not gonna
Oh, that
lie.
was a
It
twin.
was just crazy timing.
Is that what we call it now when we're trying to
Yeah.
brag? That's so mean.
No, it wasn't. It was just come out like that. It was just be like we just have so many because we used to always watch them, and because I live in the middle of nowhere, so we didn't like we had satellite TV, and satellite TV when it storms and stuff doesn't work,
Mm-mm.
and it storms a lot back where I'm from, like especially like this time of year,
Did
and
you?
so and we didn't have satellite, so we'd have to throw on DVDs. So
And DVD movies are great though, but you always have to be careful because if you grab the CD like with your fingers and stuff, then you
yeah,
scratch
so
it.
you just don't let little kids do it.
Yeah, no, but what I learned that helps it is cleaning it with like an alcohol wipe very
They
gently.
used to tell us toothpaste. I don't know why.
Toothpaste.
Yeah, like
And
Colgate. But I think if you look it up, it says not to do that.
I've never heard about that one. I've
Yeah, I
always
used
done
to
it.
video games especially because when you're a little kid and you have like an Xbox or PlayStation, those video games are not treated very good. Like the
Yeah.
disc. Well, obviously nowadays, discs don't even exist in video game world anymore. Everything's just like in the cloud and you download it.
Do you think you prefer that?
No, I prefer it the other way.
Like having the actual.
Yeah, I was watching people talk about it the other day, and they're talking about they used to do midnight releases. So you know how like people go to the movies to like see a movie
Hmm.
because you get to see it before it like comes out to DVD or streaming,
Yeah.
and there's a midnight release. You go and see it at midnight. Well, they used to do the same thing, but it was with video games, and people used to
Mm.
camp outside of GameStops when new fucking video games were coming out.
Dude.
Apparently, I was listening to these guys talk about it, and they said one time they went and like obviously I was too young at the time, but one time they went and there was this dude that like parked his truck and had a generator and an Xbox hooked up to it, and they were like playing each other on like the console.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
it's such a vibe, and then they run stuff.
They
They make everything convenient, and it runs the experience. It's
they
like
make it so convenient for us now.
people I've been talking to, like guys here recently. I've been talking to them, and they're like they want to get what is it called? I forget what it's called. Essentially, it's a smoker, but it smokes pellets, and like you can control it from your phone.
Wait, like a smoker?
You know, like a smoker, like to smoke meat. Like you can control it from your phone and everything. And I'm like, that takes the experience out of smoking.
Wait,
Like,
what? It's a whole
yeah,
experience to
yeah.
go.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Oh my god. Like I know for some people,
A Traeger, that's what it's called. I know it's a Traeger.
one thing I've heard though, I will say this. Just because it's not convenient for you doesn't mean it's not going to help
Yeah,
someone else.
and they're like electric, and you can control it from your
Mhm.
phone, and like you can set the temperature there, and like
What the heck?
yeah,
No, but
it takes the experience out.
honestly, that's how I start thinking about it though. Just because it's not convenient for you or it doesn't help you, it doesn't mean
Yeah,
there's
maybe
someone.
it's nice for someone else, but I like experiences. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's good for your brain
No, no, that's
for
under.
things to be like less convenient for you to
Oh,
like put yourself through challenges.
you know what I haven't seen a lot recently, and right now that you said challenges. So my mom for Easter, well, it's not Easter yet, but I don't know if we're gonna be spending Easter with her. She gave us our gift already.
Hmm.
And in it was these crossword puzzles. And they're so fun. Like they're so fun. Like as it
Oh, there
is,
goes my phone.
you dropped your phone. As it is, I love coloring, and I've mentioned it before. I love the little kid coloring books. So she bought us the crossword puzzles, and there's a lot of vocab I don't know.
Mine. So me and her will race with the crossword puzzles
Well,
because we're children, and because like my thing said, I like a competition. So I started the first time I got it, and she was like, "You want to do them?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was like,
oh, so
and she
wait,
goes, "Are you racing me?" And I was like, "No."
because he was sitting in the dining table and I was on the couch, and I just gave it to him because I was like, oh, like this was part of our gifts. And I look over and this man's like, and I was like, Seth, like, why are you speeding? I was like, is this a competition? He's like, no. He's like, I'm done. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'm not. I'm taking my time. But no, invest in a crossword puzzle. They sell them at the dollar store. They're so fun. You learn words, and it gets your mind like
Yeah.
going.
Mine was like Italian words the other day. Like one was Dante or maybe Daint. I don't know how to say it.
We should get you one in Spanish.
Yeah, you should. It's not a bad
I
idea.
think that one would be good.
Well, that's I was telling you that like in Spanish class we used to do them in Spanish all the
Oh,
time.
that's true.
They were busca palabras.
And Seth is like,
See, I know the word. That's how you know we used to do them all the time because she'd be like, "Okay, here's your busca palabras," and we would do it, dude. But no, they were like 30, 40 words, and they were on a piece of paper, like that filled up the whole.
somewhere itty bitty.
Yeah, and like it took us
Excuse me.
forever to do these word searches. Like it took us like a day or two usually in class.
Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth.
This word search, I'm like cranking it out in like
Oh yeah,
15,
they're
20
they're like the
minutes.
little ones, but they still help.
They're not like hard either. They're not like
They're good. Like
yeah.
they still give you a little
They
challenge.
kind of got patterns behind them. You can kind of tell.
They
Have
have
you
what?
noticed that?
They have what
Like the middle is always full, and then there's like words around this
around it?
edge.
It's
Like yeah,
like a
it's
little
like
pattern.
yeah. Yeah, I've kind of figured out the pattern. Like I'm like, oh, there's an open space here. There's probably a word. You
They're
know?
still
Does
they're
that make
still
sense?
fun though. I do like
Yeah.
them.
Because our teacher made ours hard as shit.
I don't think it was her.
No, she put them into a like a word search generator.
You could. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's how she made them. And like so, like one side could have nothing, and the other side could be completely full, but you'd never know.
I
Like she used to
know.
make them so hard.
Some teachers would give it to us, especially towards the end of the semester. Well, it's not she. Our teachers would give us crossword puzzles, and those would serve as extra credit.
Dude,
Bitch,
crossword puzzles are
you
fun.
best believe I was on there doing those things because
I love crossword puzzles.
they would even let us take them home, which is
We used
nice.
to do crossword puzzles to learn like vocab.
It's because it's good.
It is. It's a
I
good like study tool.
I think it's good. And then I think I've asked you this before, but y'all never did the fluency folders, right?
What's a fluency folder?
Okay, so a fluency folder basically.
Did you do this in ESL?
No,
You guys didn't have ESL, did you?
I
I've
don't.
told you what
I
it
don't
is,
think
right?
so.
English second language.
N-
It wouldn't make sense for you guys to have it because most people speak Spanish there. But we like. I
So
know they have in Lubbock. Remember, I was talking to my coworker, and he said they thought him and another guy were autistic because they didn't speak English. They spoke Spanish as their first language, and so they thought that they were autistic or something was wrong with them. So they
it's
put
because they
them.
wouldn't say anything,
They put,
right?
no, they would speak, but they were speaking a different language, and the teachers didn't. I don't know. The teachers are dumb, and they put them
Okay,
in.
that's just
They put
being
them in life skills.
it's being
And they were in
ignorant.
life skills for like 2 weeks before they realized that they just didn't speak English and they needed to be put in ESL, which ESL is English second language. So you learn English.
Oh, okay. Basically, yes, we did have that.
Oh, okay.
So, but we didn't call it. I think we called it ESL. I don't know. But basically, we had the monolingual group, which is people who are fluent in English, and then you had the bilingual who spoke Spanish and English.
See, ours was just for kids that like didn't speak English as their first language, and so they had to learn English to be able to excel in their classes because everything is taught in English.
Honestly, I now that I'm older, when I was little, I didn't mind. No, actually, no, I did. I felt dumb. Like, I felt dumb because obviously at the end of the school year, they would hand you a paper and they would be like, "Oh, like you made it to monolingual," or they would hit you with the O, like you're still going to be in
You
bilingual.
have another, yeah.
And
I
then
know some people that took it like that because like my school was small, so a lot of us went to school with each other from like really young all the way up.
mhm.
And there were some kids that picked it up by like first grade. Some picked it up by second grade. Some were still in it in like fourth or fifth.
Yeah, no, that was me.
Yeah,
So I actually didn't leave it until 4th grade.
yeah,
And I remember I was super happy, but it made you feel, at least for me. I don't know how it is for other
yeah. No, I
people,
don't. I never
but
really.
it was kind of it made you feel dumb because this was a paper they would hand you in front of all your friends, and obviously you would talk like, "Oh, are you in the monolingual? Like, are you in the bilingual group?"
Yeah, but
And
that doesn't really. That's just like kids being kids, like
yeah,
comparing and seeing like who did it first.
it wasn't
It's
even that
competition.
it wasn't even that the kids would make you feel
Yeah,
like they wouldn't make you feel bad amongst each other. It was just more like the teachers, not the teachers. It's just more, how do you explain it? I'm trying to see how I can word this. But I
it
guess
made you
the
feel lesser because you
I
weren't with everyone else.
I
It's
guess
literally
the
just FOMO.
I guess the program itself is what. No, not FOMO.
You
Dude,
don't think it was FOMO that made you feel bad? You're like, all my friends are already in monolingual and I'm not yet?
No,
No.
not at all. It made me feel like I wasn't learning the way I was supposed to learn.
Yeah, you weren't learning it fast enough, and
Like that.
since everyone else had already learned it.
Why are you trying to make this about like me feeling like
That's what you said. You said you felt bad.
yeah, but no, not because I wasn't with my friends.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was just because it felt like, "Oh, you speak 2 languages. Since you don't comprehend this fully in one language, you're gonna be here." But then, honestly, the older I got over it because I was like, "Dude, I speak Spanish and English. Like, I'll get there eventually." It's one of those things I started understanding that some people learn faster than others and some people don't. But I feel like when the school
And then she
gives
almost failed math in 3rd grade.
I know,
And she's like, "I will never learn math."
I will never learn math. No, I think it's one of those things where school created that little division.
Yeah.
You're young, so obviously when there's division, you're like, "Oh, like that's like that doesn't make you feel great."
Yeah.
But I remember when I got that paper, I was really happy because to me it was like, "Oh my God, like I finally, what do you say, like excelled in English."
Yeah. And
And
then you took it until senior. So and you're
but
still learning today.
you know what? Like if you went through that, I feel that because I don't know, it was just like a weird.
Yeah, no, it
It was
is
like
it
a
is weird, but I understand why they do it because you know how hard it would be to teach in 2 different languages?
Yeah, no, I do get, like, I
So
get
it
that,
makes
especially
sense.
because the language that everything's
Well,
based
it's
on in the
English
educations.
is the lingua franca of the world, but especially of America or
Yeah,
the USA.
but,
Lingua franca is?
lingua franca,
Lingua franca?
like like the Frank language, like the main one?
Yeah. Look at you.
Bitch.
We learned that in our international comms class.
Wow. I swear every day he comes to me with like a new thing and then he'll end
I
it with
learn. I do learn. I don't like it, but I do learn.
no, but it's so fun. And then you'll follow it with we learned that in our something something class.
Yeah. What were I talking about today? Oh,
Mm.
tables.
Oh yeah. So I want a new dining table eventually. But I was telling Seth like, "Oh, I want a round table." And then you told me,
I was like, well, did you know like different tables mean different things? So in our nonverbal communications class, we talked about how like square or rectangle tables have more division amongst the people than a square table or a circular table. Because in a rectangular table, the 2 ends are like the head of the household. They're like the main people. And so you're technically like above all. And then in a square table, everyone is equal, but you're divided still by like the corners since you're not like all together. But in a round table, everyone's equal and no one's divided. So those are like the most like equal tables.
I feel like I mentally knew
Yeah, I
that
think
and then
everyone
you
mentally, especially like rectangle tables, it's very
oh
obvious.
yeah. Especially in movies.
But you see how it's a nonverbal, like your brain just like accepts that.
Kind of.
Like
Mhm.
no one ever has to tell you that. Isn't that crazy?
Kind of like at school, do you remember like the half oval table, half circular tables? Like it was a group of
Oh,
kids and then
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
teacher.
the semicircles.
Wait, have we talked about Severance before on here?
No, what a great fucking show though. We
Okay,
haven't finished it.
so right now that he's talking about like equal and stuff. So I don't want to spoil it. This is why we have Apple TV. We started this show called Severance and basically it's where you voluntarily the main company is called Lumen,
Yeah.
and basically it's a chip that they insert in the middle of your brain. But so like right now we have our normal life. Once we go into work and like go through the elevator, our brain
You become severed,
uh-huh.
which means
You forget about your life and you just remember work.
yeah, and what happens at work. And so every day you go down there, you remember the day before, but you only remember or like you remember day before that, like you remember everything, but it's just work related things. And when you're outside, you remember everything that is non-work related and just normal life things.
Y-
And the two are completely separate.
Yeah, so and what makes it trippy, obviously there's a lot to it. We still are trying to figure out what this
What's
whole
going on?
what's going on.
Yeah.
But essentially, what was I gonna say? So basically, like if you're in like work, like you said, you just remember the day before. I mean, yeah, the day before,
Yeah.
but it feels like you were there seconds ago.
Yeah, seconds ago. Like there's no like division
Night,
in it.
there's no night,
Yeah.
day, like no. So I think y'all should check it out. It's called Severance.
So good.
It's so good, and we're almost done.
Yeah, I think we're like 2 episodes from being done.
I think this is the one show we've actually been able to stick to together.
Yeah. No, there's so many shows we've watched and we're like, "Eh." We watched Friends for a good while, and Friends is really good, but it's just one of those shows that doesn't, like, continue super.
No, like you
It's
could just
not
go
like
the
yeah,
episodes.
you can just click on whatever episode. As long as you know the cast and you kinda know their personalities, you can watch whatever episode for the most part. Like, there is a sequential part to it. It's like, like, certain people get married and divorced and together and not together, but, like, really, each episode's kind of a different theme, so
Yeah, no. So I think that's the one show we've actually been able to stick to because when Seth was like, "Hey, Carol, like we should watch it," I was like,
yeah, I was like,
"No."
Can we please watch a show together?" "No." 'Cause we never finish them.
We
Fine.
don't, and this is the first one we've actually been able to stick to.
None of them has been this good. But
But yeah, no. If y'all have time,
this is a great show.
I think y'all should watch it. Also, really quick, just because I need to put it out there, it freaking snowed yesterday.
Oh yeah, it rained. It went from being 80 degrees one day to raining the next day. And then the day after that, it rained more. It rained like all night. And then in the morning, or like, no, it started snowing at like 2, like the afternoon. Maybe it was like 12, 1,
Yeah,
2. It was somewhere in
it
there.
was a little
It
before.
started snowing. And it snowed until like 6
You
in
guys,
April.
it was actually no, and what made it fun for us. So obviously we have a pepperoni who
Yeah.
needs to use the restroom, and we were trying not to let her go outside, but that kind of backfired. She peed, she pooped, she did everything.
Yeah.
But then guess what? It also backfired on us when we took her outside because she was covered in mud.
Yeah. And then she
So
made the house all dirty.
our house, oh, okay, that leads to our new purchase. Okay, so yeah, no, Seth is like, you know what, Carol, like we'll just mop once.
Well, I told her, I was like, "Hey," I was like, "It's supposed to," because it was the day when it rained,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Hey, it's supposed to rain more tomorrow, like, let's wait." And she was like, "No, I can't do it." And I was like, "Okay, we'll mop." And so we mopped the house,
And it got dirty
and
right
then
away.
it dirty the next day again. So then today we started mopping again, and
So my friend Victor, he has this mop. It's by the it's by the brand Oseter,
yeah, oh, cedar.
Oseter, and he has this mop, and basically it's the 2-in-1. So basically you have clean water, and then it goes into the dirty water. So like you're never using the dirty water because you know how with your regular mop you're dipping the mop in the same water each time. That's not the case for this one. So when Seth first saw him use it, he's like, "Oh my god, that's cool!" And we talked about getting it, and we're like, "You know what? I think today's the perfect
Perfect
day."
day.
So we went, we got it, and we loved it.
Yeah, it cleans the floor so much better because you're not having to put the dirty water back on and or change out the water all the time, especially with, like, the dog.
It made it so much easier.
Like, I can mop a half a room, and then I look at the water, and the water's already brown. So
Yeah, and this one, like you're just constantly going into clean
clean
water.
water and just putting clean water on the floor, so it actually does the job, so
It was $50, but honestly,
it
we
was
think
completely worth it
we think it's so worth it. You know, I was telling Seth, I was like, I feel like you're adulting when you get excited
for
over
things like
these.
that.
Yeah, like
Just like your other purchase.
like
Well,
last week. So like I mentioned, like when we went out of town, Ella peed on the couch, and the smell just wouldn't like come out. And um, like we tried all these things, and we went on TikTok, our beautiful source, and nothing, it wouldn't come out. So then my mom was like, Carol, why don't you buy the vacuum cleaner stuff? And I was like, yeah, but not right now. So she bought it for me, which is very sweet of her, which I think I did mention.
uh,
I don't
you
remember.
got that?
Yes, I feel like I did.
It's because you made a TikTok, you may be thinking about the TikTok.
Maybe.
Last week is when you got it?
Yes.
We filmed the week before, so
Okay. Okay, then probably I didn't talk about it.
yeah.
But my mom got it for me and so good. We used it today. Well, Seth used it today
No, we both used it.
on the rug,
We used it on the rug.
and
The rig.
I loved it. It's
Yeah,
so
it
good.
does work good.
What's our next purchase that we want to get like for cleaning?
Oh, the
Vacuum
vacuum mop.
mop. It's the shark vacuum mop.
Yeah,
We want to get it.
you like just use it like a vacuum and it mops at the same time. It's the coolest thing ever. Like you can like drop an egg and it'll like suck up the egg and clean up all the yolk and everything. It'd be so
Realistically, we
cool.
don't think we'll be making messes like that. It's just when you have pets, um, obviously they're going in and out. Like
Yeah.
they're even like a person themselves. Like when you're going in and out of the house, like you bring in dust. Our house has been so dusty, which like I mentioned before,
We
it's been
live in LA.
killing it's been killing my allergies. And we bought a diffuser and that helped me a lot.
A humidifier.
Oh, sorry, a humidifier.
Yeah. So you're actually finally starting to get better.
Yes, oh my god. That's why we actually didn't film last week.
Yeah, last week we were gonna film, but Cuddle didn't feel good.
I couldn't speak without getting,
Ye
like, agitated, or I would just
she
run.
would get, like, winded after talking for a while.
I was doing little things, like, I would sweep, I would run out of breath. I would talk, I would run out of breath. It was so bad, and it was getting so frustrating because 'cause I'm like, "What the heck? These are things I should be able to do
Without running out of breath.
without running out of breath." And then, um but yeah, if y'all have asthma, I would say a humidifier is a great investment because Seth actually suggested it, and we got eucalyptus,
Yeah,
peppermint,
eucalyptus,
and tea
peppermint,
tree
and
oil.
tea tree oil, and you can put it in your humidifier.
We did like a little
And then
mixture.
that's why she said diffuser because it's kinda like a giant diffuser.
It
It's like
kind
a
of is.
fog machine of a diffuser.
And we keep it on my nightstand, and I turn it on for like a few hours, and that was helping my breathing so much.
Yeah,
But
well, it's because I did some research, and when you have asthma, I think they're called bronchial tubes, but you have these little, like, finger-like tubes that go all throughout your lungs.
mhm,
And so what happens when you have asthma, like a normal airway is like this, it's just open. When you're asthmatic, it is like already smaller as it is. When you're just naturally asthmatic, it's like it's underdeveloped. It's just not as open,
mhm.
which is very odd. But when you're having like an asthma attack, what happens is they shrink even more and they start filling with mucus.
You guys, it
And
was
so I was like, well, let's see if we can figure out how to get rid of the mucus because we can't really do much about it closing.
mhm.
But we can see how we can get rid of the mucus, at least that'll help you. And so then we got a humidifier.
Essentially what happened, it went from me struggling with my breathing to coughing.
Yeah,
So, I was finally trying to push out the congestion.
yeah,
By no means we're doctors. We're not, but this is what helped me.
yeah.
And it was getting so frustrating. Like, I would wake up like 5 times throughout the night.
Just like
Like,
like
I would
like
wake up not being
yeah,
able to breathe.
and like you can hear it,
It wa
it sounds
it
like that.
it was so ugly, and to me, it was just very odd because I had never really experienced something like this until I moved here, and then throughout the years, it just got worse.
Yeah, this is the second time it's happened, but this time seemed worse than last
I
time.
think this time was by far the worst, and I remember I called my doctor. I was like, "Hey, girlie," well, the receptionist. I was like, "Hey, like, I need, what do you call it?
Inhaler.
I need an inhaler, like, I ran out of my other one." She was like, "Oh, you need to come in person." I was like, I don't live in El Paso." I was like, "I'm in Lubbock, like, please." And she was like, "Imma leave a note for your doctor." And I was like, but eventually, I got it the next day, thank goodness, and then the humidifier, and I we did have someone come clean the house,
Yeah,
and she dust a lot, which
yeah,
I think that helped.
that and your
Well,
mucus.
oh, yeah, I was taking mucus relief.
Yeah, like a chest congestion reliever
Just your
to help break it up. Also,
just your typical off-brand. I got it at Walmart, and then I was
yeah,
taking hot teas because that's something else you
yeah.
read, and my mom also
Yeah,
suggested
if you
that.
drink hot tea, it's supposed to warm up your chest and open up your bronchial tubes.
But,
So
because
lots of little things.
I'm not super active, but I'm also not like, I don't like,
Yeah,
no.
you walk a decent
Like,
amount.
we
Like it isn't
and
like you're sitting down all day every day.
no, and we try to go on a lot of outdoor walks for the same reason, since
Yeah,
I work from home, so I can, help my immune system at the end of the day.
yeah,
But, yeah, no, if you have asthma and, right now you're going through that, I would say a humidifier, talk to your doctor. But honestly, one thing, she's not my doctor anymore, but my pediatrician, she had been with me since I was 5, which is when they found out I had asthma. The last time I met with her, which is when I turned 20, she was like, the air is just going to get worse for you, especially for people who have asthma. And I was like, okay. So I think the best thing to do is just expose yourself to the outdoors as much as you can. But also Lubbock is just so
Lubbock's a really hard spot to be if you have
Lu
asthma.
Lubbock is like, it's really
It's
tested.
difficult. Well, it's because Lubbock is dusty, and then we're also in Texas.
Ugh.
And Texas apparently has, like, a lot of pollen and stuff and the wind. From what I've heard, like, people that don't have allergies year round and live, like, let's say, like, in Illinois or something like that, they come down here and they start living here, and their allergies are, like, rampant because there's just something in the air here, and it doesn't matter where you are. It's
That
going to get you. But
that's what my cousin was
Lubbock's
telling me.
that and the dust.
It could be many things that contribute to your asthma, but, that's what my cousin was telling me. She was like, she lives in Baltimore now, so obviously it's different, and when she comes visit to El Paso, she's like, "This air quality is so shitty."
Yeah,
And
I don't
to me, I don't.
think El Paso is because Juarez is right next to it.
You think so? I'm not sure. I honestly.
'Cause you gotta think of all the things that Juarez probably burns and stuff like that, that we regulate,
Mhm.
but Juarez, Mexico doesn't regulate, and since it's right next to each other, it's not like you can, like, put an invisible wall that, like, traps the air on one
I
side,
think it's
so
just a
it's
like
probably, like
a
yeah,
mesh of
that's what I'm
things.
saying, it probably and plus, like, look at all they don't have emissions tests there, and look who's having to get emissions test.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
See, why do you think you guys are trying to get emissions tests? Because you guys have bad air quality. Because Mexico has so many cars that are like putting out bad gases and
okay,
stuff that
but hold on.
you
I
couldn't
wanna
have.
do my research on that because we can't just pin everything on Mexico.
Blame it on Juarez. I
No!
guarantee it.
People are
I
gonna come for you
guarantee
for
that.
saying
I
that.
guarantee that's why.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I would do my research on that because I don't know. Okay, well, he does that.
I'm gonna look it up.
You guys, so if you don't know, we live in Lubbock right now, and so it's that time of the year for me where I have to get my car registered, and what was it? Probably, like, a few weeks ago, I started doing it, and my dad's like, "Go to the mechanic that fixed your car 2 years ago," because ever since I left that mechanic, and my little engine light has not gone off, and I think it's a sensor thing. I already took it to AutoZone, and
Juarez,
it pops up as.
Juarez, Mexico suffers from poor air quality due to a combination of factors, including urban growth, increased industrial activity, and a high volume of truck traffic, particularly related to maquiladora
Maquiladoras? That's factories.
industry and border crossings.
Border crossings. It's not just Juarez. El Paso's also. And so I go and I'm like, hey, like, can you guys do my inspection? And they're like, oh, we don't do inspection tests here. And I was like, oh, it's because like I need to pass it because of that little engine light. So I told her the whole
It
story.
says okay. It says vehicle emissions dust kicked up by vehicles on unpaved roads and the effect of strong winds, drought conditions, which worsen particular pollution. And the city's location is shared with the air basin of Ciudad. That's what it says. I'm telling you,
So okay, but
most of
technically it's a mix.
it's a mix of
It's
both,
a
but
mix
I
of both.
guarantee a lot of it's because of regulations.
It's a mix of both.
Yeah, but we
But
we really all know why.
oh,
You know
shush.
I'm right though.
No.
Yeah,
No. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, so I was trying to get my inspection test done. And then
yeah. Did you
they're
tell them that they took it out in Texas? I wasn't paying
oh
attention.
yeah, so okay,
Yeah.
but I know in Texas they don't require the inspection anymore, but in certain counties,
No, in certain counties. Yeah,
yeah,
it is counties.
in certain counties they still require you. I don't know if it's on the year of the vehicle or I don't know if it's just like something that every car
I
needs
think it's
depending on the
every
county.
year.
No, no, I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't. I said, I don't know if it depends on the year, like of your car.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. But it's weird. It's like newer cars that need them. It wasn't older cars.
Well, Vroom Vroom's not that new.
Yeah, but she's within like the dates.
She's a 2015 girly.
I'm saying like 1980s, 1970s, like vehicles like that actually have less emissions than newer vehicles. Actually, oh, you know what? Speaking of, I had a friend in one of my classes, and he did a whole like study
Mhm.
on how eco-friendly Tesla is versus older vehicles. and older vehicles actually have less emissions and are more eco-friendly than Teslas.
Didn't Joe Rogan mention that in his podcast?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
mentioned
did.
that Tesla is actually made with some of the worst,
Yeah, it's because
like
of the products that they're made with put out more emissions. I know, like, Teslas themselves don't put out emissions, but the way they're made, it puts out more emissions and is worse for the environment than a normal vehicle would be.
I feel like the word eco-friendly now is so
Oh, it's so, like, so tossed
abused. It's
around.
such a
Yeah.
term that's such like, it's so abused
Everyone
because
wants to be eco-friendly. Yeah, we all want the environment to be good, but I mean, it's gonna be a little bit before we get, like, a solid.
you know who's a content creator? Um, you don't know her, but her name's Mia Maples. She's
That sounds familiar.
she's Canadian and she's a YouTuber and she loves fashion. Like if you're a fashion um person who loves to know what clothing is made out of, how employees are treated, where they're manufactured, she will go
I
into
thought you
detail
found
about everything.
brands that aren't mhm.
No, she will literally go into detail about everything and she's very transparent.
Yeah,
But Mia Maples, she's like an OG YouTuber and I love her. Okay. Anyways, let me tell them about my inspection.
yeah,
So they're like, "Oh, like they don't require it anymore." And I was getting frustrated. I was like, "I know." I was like, "I know they don't require it, but my dad keeps telling me I do." And then someone at Take 5, he was actually very helpful. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "what you probably need is your emissions test." He's like, "Lubbock does not do that." Um,
because Lubbock doesn't require them to be done.
yeah, no, they don't. He's like, "Are you from Dallas? Are you from Houston?" I was like, "Oh my God, do I look like a city girly?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm not from there. I'm from El Paso." And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "You're probably gonna have to go back home and get it done." And
That's the case.
so, because I tried renewing it online, I was like, "Let me just try it." This man was able to do it in 5 minutes.
Not even 5 seconds.
Like,
All I had is boom, 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 and I was
l
done.
literally, and for me, it made me go through the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is gonna work. You need an emissions test."
Yeah,
So I called my dad and I was like, "Dad, like I can't get it. Like I can't even go to the DPS here. Like I need to go back home." And being an only child and being a girl, I don't know if but he was like, "Carol, like I don't feel comfortable with you driving like back home with your car registration expired." And I was like, "Look, it's gonna take a cop to have a really, really crappy day to tell me you're getting a ticket for this."
yeah, to go home so you can register your
Especially
vehicle.
because I'm going back home to get that done.
Yeah, just to get that done.
So essentially, I have to go back home just so I could get my emissions test and renew my registration, which is okay, like it is what it is, but just know it's not a Texas thing. It's not some counties still
Yeah,
require for you to.
and it tends to be, like, high populous counties. It's like all of them that I saw were, like, San Antonio, El Paso, Austin, Dallas, Houston, like, it was all high populous areas. Luckily, I'm from the middle of nowhere, so
Because you're what, Grayson County?
Grayson County, the
He's
county right below us has to have them.
bro, you like barely made
Yeah,
it. You
literally,
made the cut.
I guarantee in, like, 20 years if my I'm not gonna have my car registered there anymore, but in, like, 20 years, they'll probably need it because all the growth is pushing that way anyways.
And I could have moved it to Lubbock to make my life easier, but since we do plan on moving
Moving within the next, like,
like
year,
here,
year and a half,
I
it's
don't
not even worth it.
like I was like, I'm not gonna go through that. Like
Yeah.
if I have to go back home, it'll be okay. But adult things, am I right?
Mhm. Gotta love being an adult.
My God. I feel like the one thing I'm not ready for. So I'm very fortunate that my parents still pay for my like health insurance, my
I know, I think about that all the time. I'm like, "Dude, when I'm graduated, Imma have to pick up all that stuff too." I'm like,
like I'm not like
"More
right
money."
now
I want a job that has good benefits.
Like, right now I'm very comfy, like, "Oh, mi papi, like, he pays for my health insurance." No, guys, I'm very blessed.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to actually, I was telling you earlier. So, I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max
Max,
times 2 times
34,
3.
3, 5 cameras.
We're on iPhone what, 16 already?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I paid for this phone but I did it in payments. I think this month is my last payment. This phone was $1,400.
Yeah, I think mine was, like, 12 or 1,300. I don't know if I'm still paying on it or not.
I'm like and honestly, this phone, I'm gonna keep it until it's done.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about this year. I was like, "Oh, I should get the new iPhone, like, it's a lot cheaper, so I wouldn't pay on it as long," and, like, all that stuff, and I was like, "It's not even worth it." I was like,
Honestly,
"Dude, Imma use this thing until this thing cannot work anymore."
until it doesn't. Guys, I'm already at 2 terabytes of iCloud
Yeah. I
storage.
feel like when you grow up and you get out of high school and, like
Once you start paying for your shit.
yeah, when you start paying for your own stuff and you get out of high school, you're like, the less popular things, like, you don't care as much. You're like, "Oh, I don't need that." Like, with some things, yeah, but, like, at the end of the day, like, you're like, "If I don't wanna buy it," or, like, if I
Don't need it.
need it, like, you're like, it's not even worth it with some things."
I feel like slowly we've gotten a little bit better about that.
More mature
One thing that helps when we shop together,
is me
obviously
being there.
it's it's very easy to get, not like peer pressured, but like it's very easy for you to make impulsive
Impulsive,
decisions.
yeah,
So
like
when
today.
I'm with him or when he's with me, like, and we want to buy something, we're like, okay, is this a need or a
Or is this
want?
just, like, an impulsive one?
Or yeah. So because obviously, you want things, and at the end of the day, like treat yourself. If you work for your money, like and save up for it, like go for it. Um, like for example, like today, the mop. It was $50. Do we need it?
Probably
No.
not, but
But
it honestly, it made our floor so clean, I'm not even mad about
I
it.
I think it was an investment for
Yeah.
us, especially because we are really good about
I mean, we've been
upkeeping.
mopping, like, every 2 days, and, like, it's clean, but it isn't as clean as it's like, this looks like professional clean.
Yeah, no, it looks so good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So, I can't even be mad at this.
Like this
Completely worth it.
upcoming weekend, we're doing a garage sale because we have things that we just
We just have crap that we don't need.
no. And then when we
That's one thing
move,
I've taught you.
it's not a
Learn how
bad
to
thing
get
to be
rid of
minimalist.
things. Learn how
I
to get rid of things because you had, like especially your clothes.
I'm still working on that.
Yeah, you're still working on
I'm
that,
still
but
working
dude,
on
she
that.
used to flip out. Like, me and her friend were helping her go
Oh
through her
my
closet one
god.
time, and she had, like we'd gotten rid of, like, 10 things at most, and she had a full closet still, and she was freaking out.
You guys,
She was
okay.
crying
This
nearly
is when we lived
in the
at in the
dorms.
dorms, and keep in mind, I still had clothes back home. So, um,
And her dorm closet was like, you can't even move the
yeah, no, it was so bad.
clothes.
Like
It's
my
so
clothes would
stiff. It was like just like a I don't know, it was crazy.
my drawers, like my dresser, they popped out. Like everything was shoved in there.
Yeah.
And I remember Emma and Seth, they were like, "No, Caro, like this is a problem. Like you need to start getting rid of clothes because you're not even using it."
Yeah.
And
Still a problem.
I've gotten better
Yeah,
about it.
you've gotten better about getting rid of
I
things. I
think
will
I
give you
think I've
that.
compressed it a lot more. I think it just looks more full though because I have winter clothes.
Yeah, I've told you before that we can, like, buy tubs and put your winter clothes in there and then, like, switch them
I think we'll do that
seasonally.
eventually because that's how we do it back. That's how my mom would do it when I was little, and honestly, it was really cool.
Yeah, it makes your closet a lot more spacious, and
That
and you wear all the clothes.
that and then you would forget about that clothes, so when you saw that tub, it's like, "Oh my god, I got this."
Exactly.
It was like getting new clothes each time. I might have to do that. But, no, I remember I got mad because they were trying to get rid of clothes, and I was like, "No," like, I was getting really upset 'cause
You're about to cry.
it was like a mix of emotions for me, and then with time, I was like, "Caro, you're just buying this because it's a good price and it's cute, but it's not convenient." But
Yeah,
the older
not
I
good.
got, the more I was like, "I need to buy pieces that are convenient for me." Like this sweater, I wear it so much.
Yeah.
I got it for like $2. Like these jeans, I think they're from the men's section in Walmart. They're the George brand.
Mhm.
So good. I love them. But I'm still working on that and I'm so excited for this garage sale. And if I think of more stuff to get rid of, I will do it. Because moving these past 3 years have been a pain. I just have so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
I've,
helped you move twice, I noticed.
hmm
I've moved twice also.
yours was easy peasy.
Wait, no, I've helped you move 3 times.
Yes, it was from the dorms
I've
to
moved
El
twice,
Paso.
and my stuff is so easy to move. Well, now probably a little bit more difficult because I have the desk and stuff.
No, moving out of this house is
Oh,
gonna
we're gonna have a
be
25-foot U-Haul. Like,
because
it's gonna be
now
crazy.
now we have like
Furniture.
actual furniture.
That is ours.
Like, yeah, no. I'm
Oh,
excited, but at the
goodness
same time, I'm
gracious.
like,
It'll be a long day. I remember I was telling you, we're going to have to wake up super early, get to the U-Haul place, like, as soon as they're open. We're going to have to move everything into the U-Haul truck. We're going to have to drive wherever we are moving to, empty the entire truck, and then go return the truck. And then
I
I'm done for the day. I'm rolling out an air mattress and sleeping.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys, like a tip for moving,
Pay someone. If you have the money, pay someone.
pay someone. Moral of the story, no. Try to keep everything as organized as possible because when you unpack,
Yeah,
that'll make life so much easier. Like for example,
like organize it by rooms.
like
That's what I like to
your
do.
desk, if you can, take out the drawers and put those in a box. That way, when you unpack them, you just have to put them back in your desk, and
God,
it's good to
that's
go.
such an ugly stretch.
Ella,
Sorry.
she woke up from a nap, y'all.
And she started stretching like she was demonic.
What are we doing?
We're sitting at an hour and 16 minutes.
Perfect. Okay, so what do you? Okay, so we're talking about moving. Okay,
Hey, pups.
out of all the rooms in the house, and this is just in general, what room do you think you would dread to pack?
The pack here.
The
This
office?
room's gonna be terrible. Yeah.
You want to know what I think?
Our room or the office?
The kitchen.
I don't know. I don't think the kitchen's bad at all.
I
Me and Colby, when he was moving, knocked out the kitchen in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing I'm the least excited. Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
guys, she got a haircut. Seth
Oh yeah.
Seth cut her hair.
She,
Looks so cute.
dude, she's like trying to fall asleep again. She's like, dude, leave me alone. What?
But anyways, guys, we have that to look forward to.
Smell like a burrito.
And
Oh, yes, you do.
she's like,
Look
yeah.
how nice she can be, guys. Remember, she's always biting me. Look, she can also be cute and cuddly.
She's in sleeping mode right
Yeah,
now.
she's tired, so it's like okay. So I know I told you this, but so I work at a bar. I get home late, like well early, I guess you can say. I get home at like 3 in the morning every single night. I will get home. She will not even have to be laying there, but she'll go out of her way to lay right against my pillow, so she has to move. And every single night I lay down, she comes and cuddles with me, and I have to give her pets for like 10 minutes.
And then she'll
It's at
move.
least 10 minutes, and then she'll finally like get up and she'll go and lay in her bed. She'll jump off our bed and lay in hers. And the other night, Puddle was like, "Can you rub my tummy?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I was rubbing Ella, and then I moved the Cuddle's tummy, and Ella was biting my hand and pulling it back towards herself.
She
She
was like,
wouldn't
excuse
share.
me,
She was like,
excuse me.
yeah, she was like, these are my rubs.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, she's
That's what
selfish.
she's an only child.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But yeah, guys, I that little exam shit quiz we took was a waste.
Yeah, waste of time, don't
It
do it.
was a waste of time. Don't do it. I'm pretty sure there's some better ones out there.
That's okay.
But yeah, we're excited. We're excited to move.
We are excited to move. It's literally a year from now, but we've been excited for at least a year and a half, 2 years.
Honestly, we don't mind it. Like, cause I like the whole
We're excited. We like new things. We were talking about that too. We're
like
like we like actually having new things and going through new experiences and stuff. We enjoy that. Some people hate change. We take it pretty well.
we do like it. Okay, to end it off. Um, if you move to a new place, what's the first thing you're gonna try to visit?
Do you mean like attractions or like places?
Like anything. Like let's say would you go I already know mine. I would go visit a
Thrift store?
coffee shop.
Oh, is it okay? Coffee
Mine's
shop.
a coffee shop.
I don't know. I mean, I like Academy and Cabela's, but those are kind of all the same. I don't
Okay.
know.
It's
My
fine.
house.
You're terrible.
I don't know. It's because oh, you know what? good restaurants, whether
And
it's like Italian or pizza or barbecue,
just like a good
like a
local.
solid local restaurant. I love those.
That's a good question. I mean, a good response. But yeah, y'all.
Yeah,
So that was today's episode. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.
and go follow. Oh my god, we're so bad at this. We keep on forgetting to introduce ourselves at the beginning and tell
It's
you guys
okay,
this
because I'm gonna start
information,
inserting a little
like a little clip.
slideshow
Yeah.
with our names and stuff. But yeah,
But go follow us on
TikTok.
TikTok at 2Ps TWOOPEASS.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Okay,
See you.
bye.
Bye.